Inc. Radio New Zealand News at 10. Good morning, I'm Stuart Keith. The outgoing Australian Prime Minister Kevin Rudd has resigned as Labour Party leader after the party suffered a crushing defeat in yesterday's federal election to Tony Abbott's Liberal National Coalition. But some former senior ministers say he must go further and resign from Parliament to allow Labour to properly rebuild after its defeat. Here's our political editor, Brent Edwards.
In his concession speech, Mr Rudd claimed to have done his job and retained enough MPs in Parliament so Labour could remain a fighting force. He says he will not contest the leadership and that will allow a new leader to take the party into the future. But Stephen Smith and Greg Combet, both former ministers who retired at this election, say Mr Rudd has to get out of politics altogether. Meanwhile, the incoming Prime Minister, Coalition leader Tony Abbott, made reference to Labour's leadership struggles of the past 3 years. Mr Abbott says the election shows the Australian people will punish anyone who takes them for granted. In Sydney, Brent Edwards.
76% of the vote has been counted, with the the Coalition winning 81 lower house seats, Labour 51, the Greens 1 and others 2. Team New Zealand has won the first 2 races of the 17-race America's Cup competition on San Francisco Bay. It beat the holder Oracle Team USA by 36 seconds in the first race this morning and by an even wider margin of 52 seconds in the second race. The tactician for Team New Zealand, Ray Davies, says the start was crucial in race 2.
Just managed to stay bow forward and keep far enough forward that he couldn't quite get to it. Definitely a touch and go moment to the race, but Dean did a really nice job of judging that, so that was spot on. That was pretty much the race right there at that moment.
Team New Zealand tactician Ray Davies, and that audio courtesy of TVNZ. The teams race again tomorrow. Team New Zealand needs to win 9 races to take the Cup, but Oracle needs to win 11 because it was penalised 2 races for illegally adding weight to boats used in a preparatory Cup competition. Tokyo will host the 2020 Olympic Games after beating bids from Istanbul and Madrid. The decision was announced in Argentina after a secret bout of members of the IOC. The BBC's Alex Capstick reports from Buenos Aires.
Tokyo have won the right to stage the Games in 2020. They were considered the favourites in the build-up to this vote, and they put in a very strong performance in their presentation today. They dispelled those doubts about Fukushima. The Prime Minister Shinzo Abe certainly helped with that. The Princess Takamada must have also been a factor in that victory, but the Tokyo delegation leaping to their feet, giving each other hugs. They're in tears, some of them. It was a passionate performance from them today.
Alex Capstick reporting. The organisation which oversees